Hello everybody, another week. We have 5 members of staff who are isolating at the moment, and unfortunately one of those members of staff has contracted COVID. So that is the first person in about 16, 17 days who has contracted COVID, but we have a first case, so it just shows it's nowhere near gone, but we need to be alert to it all the time. We have no individuals with COVID, which is really good news. And by the way, I think probably that member of staff, that co-worker who has got COVID, I think that probably that was caught outside of the home. That seems to be the indication, but obviously we're taking all precautions around that. No individuals with COVID. We have very low short-term absences, which we're very grateful to. We have 15 long-term absences, and we've got things pretty much under control at the moment, which is all good news. Bubbles, we've been really struggling, as you will probably have guessed, over the last month or so, or last months, under sort of regulations which stopped us moving people between homes, which was very difficult because some people, specialist teams, would have maybe 3 shifts in one home, another shift in another home, and another shift somewhere else because of the specialist nature of what they did. And also when somebody perhaps didn't turn up for a shift, we were able to then backfill in the past using somebody from somewhere else, because our co-workers, colleagues, they work a number of shifts in a particular home, and then some of them will be working bank shifts as well because we don't use outside agency. It has been very, very difficult in these circumstances, but the really good news is that there has been some new guidelines coming out, and it appears that there are more, the stopping of people working between homes is actually being sort of dealt with in a more intelligent way, where we can risk assess and so on. So this will have a very big impact, and it's a slight relief, to say the least, because certainly hearing from managers, who were disappointed that perhaps an activity didn't happen because somebody was off with COVID or in isolation because of COVID, and we couldn't easily backfill because of not being able to move people around, and there's always got to be an element of that. So anyway, hopefully life will be a little bit easier for everybody, and just generally getting people out, getting the individuals out, doing more activities and so on, obviously is a major priority. Don't really have very much more to add to that, other than to sort of say I'd like to wish you a really great weekend, and catch up with you next week.